Welcome back to the channel, US Rare Coins News, Top 1. Today we are talking about a coin most people have seen, but almost nobody truly understands. The United States of America 1776 to 1976 Eisenhower $1. A big, heavy dollar that looks common, feels ordinary, and yet, some versions of this coin have sold for more than what most people expect from a simple dollar coin. And the craziest part? Millions of people have owned one without realizing what they were holding. Stay with me, because in this video, I'm going to show you what makes this coin special, which versions are rare, the mistakes collectors hunt for, and why certain 1776 to 1976 Eisenhower dollars can be worth far more than $1. By the end, you'll know exactly what to look for, and you might realize this coin in your house is more important than you ever imagined. Hold one of these coins in your hand. It feels solid. Heavy. Almost like a small silver brick. Now look closely at the front. You see Dwight D. Eisenhower's portrait. Calm, strong, presidential. A man who led the United States through World War II and into a new era. The words, liberty, and, in God we trust, surround him. Simple. Powerful. Clean design. Now flip the coin. This is where history explodes onto the metal. You see the Liberty Bell. Cracked. Iconic. And behind it, the moon. Not a symbol. Not art. The real moon. This design celebrates America's bicentennial, 200 years of independence, and also America's space achievements. One coin. Two massive moments in history. Independence and space exploration. That alone makes this one of the most meaningful modern US coins ever made, and the date is what confuses everyone. 1776 to 1976. Two dates on one coin. Not a mistake. Not a reprint. It was made this way on purpose to honor the bicentennial of the United States. No Eisenhower dollars were made with a normal 1975 date. Every single one from that year and the next carried 1776 to 1976 instead. Now here's where it gets interesting. Not all 1776 to 1976 Eisenhower dollars are the same. Some are common. Some are collectible. And some are genuinely valuable. Most people think they're all silver. They're not. Many were made in copper-nickel clad. But some were made in 40% silver. And those silver versions already carry real value just from the metal alone. If you've got one, weight and sound can already tell you a lot. The silver ones feel different. They sound different when gently tapped. They look different under light. Now let's talk about what collectors really hunt for. Look closely at the lettering. The mint mark. The surface. Some versions were proof coins, made with mirror-like finishes. Some were uncirculated collector strikes. Some came from special mint sets. And some have rare errors, double die strikes. Weak strikes. Off-center strikes. Missing clad layers. Planchet errors. These are the kinds of mistakes that turn a normal dollar into a collector's prize. And here's the scary part. Most people would never notice them. They'd spend it. Toss it in a drawer. Forget about it. There are Eisenhower bicentennial dollars that look normal to the average person but are highly desirable to collectors because of tiny details. Slight doubling in the lettering. Misalignment in the design. Die cracks. Rim errors. These are small things, but in the coin world, small details mean big money. Here's a wild thought. Somewhere right now, there's a 1776 to 1976 Eisenhower dollar sitting in a jar, a drawer, or a box that's worth far more than its face value, and nobody knows it, and the story makes it even better. This coin was born during a time of celebration. Parades. Fireworks. National pride. The bicentennial was a massive cultural moment in the United States. People kept these coins as souvenirs. As memories. As symbols of being part of history. That emotional connection is one reason collectors love them today. Now let's talk real value. No hype. No fake numbers. Common copper-nickel versions usually sell for just a few dollars in circulated condition. Uncirculated ones can sell for more. Silver versions can go much higher depending on condition. Proof silver versions in top condition can sell for strong collector prices. And rare error versions can reach hundreds to thousands of dollars at auctions, depending on the type of error and condition. High-grade certified examples have sold at auction for thousands of dollars, especially rare varieties, perfect proofs, and significant mint errors. Not millions. Not fantasy numbers. Real collector market value, and that's what makes this coin so fascinating. It sits between everyday money and serious collecting. It's not just a dollar. It's history. Art. Space. Independence. And collectible value all in one piece of metal. Now imagine the visuals here. Slow rotation of the coin under light. Close-up of Eisenhower's face. Zoom into the Liberty Bell crack. Close-up on the moon behind it. Macro shots of the lettering. The date. The mint mark. Side angle showing the thickness. Sound test between silver and clad. Side-by-side comparison of proof and regular strike. If you own one, look at it differently after this. So let me ask you, do you own a 1776 to 1976 Eisenhower $1? Have you ever checked if it's silver? Have you ever looked for errors? And which coin would you love to add to your collection if you could choose any in the world? This coin isn't just money. It's a piece of American history you can hold in your hand. A symbol of independence. A symbol of space exploration. And for some people, a hidden collectible treasure. Top 2. Today we are diving into a coin that might seem ordinary at first glance, but it hides some secrets that could make collectors' hearts race. The 1978 D Eisenhower $1 isn't just a piece of metal, it's a snapshot of history, and some versions of it are surprisingly valuable. Stick around, because I'm going to show you what makes this coin special, how to spot rare versions, and the prices people are actually paying for them today. And trust me, by the end, you might want to check your own coin collection. Take a look at it right here. On the front, you see President Dwight D. Eisenhower, facing left, with Liberty above him. The date 1978 sits neatly below, with a small D mint mark next to it, showing it came from the Denver Mint. Flip it over, and there's the familiar bald eagle design, clutching arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing strength and peace. So why does this coin matter? Well, by 1978, the Eisenhower dollar was already in circulation for several years, but collectors started noticing subtle variations that make some coins worth much more than their face value. Some 1978 D dollars are common, but others have minting quirks, like double dies, weak strikes, or unusually sharp details. Those differences can turn a regular dollar into something much more collectible. Now, the 1978 D was minted mostly in copper-nickel for circulation. That means millions went into wallets across the US. But there were also uncirculated collector versions sold in special packaging, and these coins are much sharper, with more defined details. If you get lucky enough to find one in pristine condition, it could catch the eye of serious collectors. Check the edge and the surfaces closely. Proof-like coins, or coins with mirror-like fields and frosted designs, are much rarer than the ones you might find in change. And there are even error coins where the D mint mark is doubled or misplaced, which adds serious value. For visuals, imagine close-ups of the mint mark, slow pans over the eagle, and side-by-side shots comparing circulation coins to uncirculated or proof versions. Little details like a tiny scratch on the field or a sharper eagle wing can make a big difference to collectors. So what's the market like today? A circulated 1978 D Eisenhower dollar is usually worth just a couple of dollars, basically face value. Uncirculated copper-nickel coins can go for $5 to $10. Collectors' uncirculated or proof coins might reach $20 to $30. Rare error coins or those in top-graded condition. Some have sold at auction for over $100. Not bad for a coin that millions of people overlooked. Before you move on, take a second and check your own coins. Do you have a 1978 D in your collection? Could it be one of the rare versions? And while you're thinking about it, what's the one US coin you've always wanted to add to your collection? The 1978 D Eisenhower Dollar might seem simple, but it's a fascinating blend of history, art, and subtle rarity. It's a reminder that sometimes ordinary coins can hold hidden stories and value, waiting to be discovered. Top 3. Today we are diving into a coin that looks ordinary at first glance, but hides some details that make collectors stop in their tracks. The 1977 D Eisenhower $1 isn't just a piece of metal, it's a slice of history, and some versions are surprisingly valuable if you know what to look for. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes I'm going to show you exactly what makes this coin special, how to spot rare versions, and the real prices collectors are paying for them today. By the end, you might want to pull out your own change and take a closer look. Here it is. On the front, you have President Dwight D. Eisenhower, looking calm and steady, with the word Liberty above him. The date 1977 sits at the bottom, and the D mint mark next to it tells you it came from the Denver Mint. Flip it over, and you see the bald eagle clutching arrows and an olive branch, soaring with determination. It's a classic design that celebrates strength and peace, all in one coin. Now, here's the interesting part. Millions of these coins were made for circulation, but that doesn't mean they're all the same. Collectors look for subtle differences, tiny minting errors, sharpness of the details, or coins that were never handled in circulation. Some 1977 D Eisenhower dollars show weak strikes, doubled dies, or slightly off-center mint marks. These small quirks can make a huge difference when it comes to value. Most 1977 D coins were copper-nickel for everyday use, but there are also uncirculated collector versions. These coins have sharper details, better surfaces, and sometimes even a faint mirror-like quality. If you happen to find one in perfect condition, you've got something special in your hands. For visuals, you can show a close-up of the D mint mark, slow pans over Eisenhower's face, and side-by-side comparisons of circulated versus uncirculated coins. Highlight the eagle's wings, the olive branch, and the arrows. Little details like this are what collectors look for when grading a coin. So, what's the market like today? A circulated 1977 D Eisenhower dollar is usually worth around $1 to $2, basically face value. An uncirculated copper-nickel coin can fetch $5 to $10. Collector-grade examples, especially with strong details or proof-like surfaces, might sell for $15 to $25. Rare error coins, or those in top-graded condition, have been known to sell for over $100 at auction. Before you move on, take a moment and look through your own collection. Do you own a 1977 D Eisenhower dollar? Could it be one of the rare versions? And while you're thinking about it, what's the one coin you've always wanted to add to your collection? This coin isn't just money, it's a piece of history. It's a reflection of the era, a tribute to a president, and a reminder that even ordinary coins can hide extraordinary details. If you enjoyed this, hit like, leave a comment about the coins you own, and subscribe for more videos on rare and collectible US coins. And don't miss the next video, it could reveal coins even rarer than this 1977 D Eisenhower dollar.